Welcome to MoJominds. Hit that like button for me and subscribe to the channel.
Before we begin, please hit the like button if you value deep historical research and forgotten narratives. Your support allows this work to continue. Now, let's step into the past. What if America's story didn't begin with discovery, but with erasure? What if the land itself still remembers civilization's history chose to forget? Published in 1841, American Antiquities is an early attempt to understand the ancient past of the American continent using monuments, ruins, traditions, and material remains rather than written records. Bradford begins with a simple idea: history does not live only in books. It lives in stone, earth, burial mounds, temples, and forgotten cities. The author explains that much of ancient human history was lost through time, destruction, and conquest. In the Americas especially, written records were scarce, and many were deliberately destroyed during colonization. As a result, monuments and ruins became the only remaining witnesses of deep antiquity. Bradford divides American antiquities into two broad categories. The first includes remains associated with more recent indigenous tribes, tools, weapons, pottery, burial mounds, and village structures. These artifacts, while important, show relatively simple technology and social organization. The second category is more controversial. It includes large earthworks, massive mounds, fortifications, terraces, and urban-scale construction spread across the Mississippi Valley, Ohio, Tennessee, Georgia, and beyond. According to Bradford, these works required long-term planning, coordinated labor, engineering knowledge, and large populations, features inconsistent, in his view, with the lifestyle of the indigenous tribes encountered by Europeans. He describes extensive networks of mounds and enclosures, circular, square, octagonal, and geometric in design. Some were connected by long parallel roadways. Others included elevated platforms, causeways, and defensive walls. In places like Ohio and Georgia, these earthworks stretched for miles and followed astronomical and geographic patterns. Bradford also documents advanced craftsmanship. Ancient pottery was found deep underground, sometimes painted, glazed, and shaped into symbolic human forms. Stone sculptures, engraved rock art, copper tools, silver ornaments, and carved pipes were uncovered in burial sites. Some artifacts resembled styles found in Central America, Asia, and even the Old World. Burial practices fascinated the author. Bodies were often placed in sitting positions, wrapped in textiles, animal skins, and feathered garments. Some remains were preserved in caves, accompanied by tools, baskets, and ceremonial objects. Bradford interpreted this as evidence of spiritual belief systems, ritual burial customs, and social hierarchy. One of the most striking observations in the book is the widespread presence of similar mound-building traditions across North, Central, and South America. Bradford argued that this uniformity suggested a shared origin or cultural connection among ancient American populations. However, the book also reflects its time. Bradford openly debates migration theories, including transoceanic contact and multiple waves of settlement. While some of his conclusions are now outdated or contested, his core contribution lies in documentation. He preserved descriptions of monuments that have since been destroyed by agriculture, urban expansion, and neglect. Importantly, Bradford condemns the destruction of indigenous knowledge. He expresses regret over the burning of pictographic manuscripts, the leveling of temples, and the loss of oral traditions, acts that created a permanent gap in human history. American Antiquities reminds us that history is not only written by victors, it is buried by them too. Long before modern nations, borders, and identities, the Americas were shaped by organized, spiritual, and skilled societies whose names we may never fully recover. While modern archaeology has revised many early theories, the central truth remains: America has a deep past, written into its land. The mounds, ruins, and monuments stand as silent testimony to civilizations that once thrived, and were never meant to be forgotten. The question is no longer whether these ancient builders existed, but why their story was buried for so long.
Till the next video.